Word 1, ambivalence. Part of speech, noun. The meanings are uncertainty or indecisiveness as to which course to follow. A state of uncertainty or indecisiveness. Example sentences: they showed ambivalence with regard to the second decision. There was considerable ambivalence about the strain of living with an elderly parent. The moral ambivalence of the rogue narrative encouraged divergent political readings. Word 2, charm. Part of speech, verb, charmed, charms. The meanings are to be charming, please greatly. To attract or please greatly, enchant, allure, fascinate, delight. To act on as though by magic, seemingly cast a spell on. Part of speech, noun, charms. The meanings are the chanting of such a word, phrase, or verse. Any object assumed to have such power, as an amulet or talisman. Example sentences: in subsequent interviews, McConaughey turned on his charm and laughed off the incident. Her son George Douglas fell inevitably under the charm. The gold rope chain and charm are approximately $200. Word 3, dyslexia. Part of speech, noun. The meanings are impairment of the ability to read, often as the result of genetic defect or brain injury. Example sentences: dyslexia is also referred to as developmental reading disorder, DRD. She also overcame the dyslexia in a seemingly miraculous way. The underlying cause of dyslexia is not known, although research suggests the condition is often inherited. Word 4, glib. Part of speech, noun. The meanings are historical, a mass of matted hair worn down over the eyes, formerly worn in Ireland. Part of speech, verb. The meanings are to make glib. Obsolete, to castrate, to geld, to emasculate. Part of speech, adjective, glibber, glibbest. The meanings are done in a smooth, offhand fashion. Artfully persuasive in nature. A glib tongue, a glib speech. Example sentences: the term a good balanced diet is a little too glib for serious runners. Her final positive outlook is not glib but offers a small something to cling onto. That glib remark about Elvis is unbecoming of a man of your undoubted intelligence and insight. Martin. Word 5, lot. Part of speech, noun, lots. The meanings are what a person receives as the result of such a decision, share. Part of speech, pronoun. The meanings are a nephew of Abraham in the Bible and Quran. A male given name of biblical origin, rare today. Part of speech, verb, lots, lotade, lotteing. The meanings are to draw or cast lots. To divide goods into lots for sale. To allot. Example sentences: Johnny had entrusted her with a lot. Her plan was to approach the building from the back parking lot. I thought maybe yesterday, but I guess he had a lot on his mind. Word 6, nominal. Part of speech, noun. The meanings are a noun or other word or word group, including adjectives, that occurs in grammatical functions typical of nouns, substantive. Part of speech, adjective. The meanings are of, consisting of, having the nature of, or giving a name or names. Assigned to or bearing a person's name. In name only, not in fact. The nominal leader. Example sentences: often local community centers or libraries have meeting rooms to rent for a very nominal fee. Some HUD-subsidized senior living communities also provide other services either free or for a nominal fee. Often both stores will provide the first 2 cuts for free and additional cuts are a nominal fee. Word 7, prescience. Part of speech, noun. The meanings are apparent knowledge of things before they happen or come into being. Example sentences: in casting an eye to the future, Timeslip often showed remarkable prescience in its choice of themes. Few of them have been fulfilled in any sense, and those required no divine prescience to foresee the result. Tomei followed that up with her splashy on-screen prescience in the film My Cousin Vinny. Word 8, reactionary. Part of speech, noun, reactionaries. The meanings are a reactionary person, advocate of reaction, ESP in politics. An opponent of progress or liberalism, an extreme conservative. One who is opposed to change. Part of speech, adjective. The meanings are, of, characterized by, or advocating reaction, ESP in politics. Opposed to change, urging a return to a previous state. Very conservative. Example sentences: this feeling gave rise to conservative, even somewhat reactionary, legislation. Suddenly, it is as if those symbols of reactionary nationalism have had all their teeth pulled. The coalition included reactionary conservatives whose influence became more and more predominant. Word 9, sluice. Part of speech, noun, sluices. The meanings are, the water held back by or passing through such a gate. A body of water impounded behind a floodgate. A gate or valve used in opening or closing a sluice, floodgate. Part of speech, verb, sluices, sluicing. The meanings are, to wash with water flowing in or from a sluice. To carry, logs, etc., in a sluice. To wash off with a rush of water. To sluice a deck with hoses. Example sentences: the level of the mill dam has dropped and is now below the level of the old wheel sluice. Water was pouring out of the 12-inch sluice valve. Edwards was also asked to survey the whole river and put a plan together to build a new sluice at Boston. Word 10, continuous. Part of speech, adjective. The meanings are, uninterrupted in time, sequence, substance, or extent. Example sentences: it wins, a continuous strip of houses and factories, for 9m. He returned to England in November 1431, after over 14 years' continuous service in the field. It was a bridge for 2 lines of railway with lattice girders continuous over 3 spans.